Hi, I'm Sophie and welcome to my world. And today I have my good friend Frankie here with me. And Frankie, what are we going to make today?
We are going to make an upcycled headband.
You are really good at this. Okay, so what are we making this headband out of?
T-shirts, a hair tie, and some rubber bands.
Excellent. And of course we have our
Scissors,
handy dandy scissors. And I got my glue gun to do a little maybe finessing at the end. We also are going to use this beautiful ribbon that I found.
So pretty.
Isn't that pretty? So I've got about 2 yards of ribbon here. You won't need all of it, but you know, I figure we'll have more, that's better. So Frankie, I've already taken one of my t-shirts here, and this is just a t-shirt that we've been using for our other upcycled crafts. So there's not much left of it. You wouldn't want to wear that, would you?
No.
But I've got a bigger one here, and I'm going to let you cut about an inch wide from one side to the other side. So Frankie's going to be cutting just a strip from here to here, and you can make it about an inch wide. So we've been doing a whole series of these t-shirt crafts, and they're really super, super fun. And basically, you use the t-shirts to make the bases of all these really fabulous projects. And when you stretch the t-shirt, what happens, Frankie?
It makes it longer.
It makes it longer, exactly. And it also, what it does on a cotton t-shirt is it rolls onto itself.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it does, right? And it makes this really cool fabric that you can use. So we're going to be turning it into this fabulous headband that Frankie is wearing right now. And the hair tie is what's going to give us a little bit of extra stretch in the back so that you can make it so it can fit many different people. From Frankie's head size to your little brother, or your little brother. I just gave you a little brother. What do you think about that?
No.
No. But to Danny's head size. And your sister is how much younger than you?
4 years.
4 years younger than you, right? So we're going to make it so it can fit Danny's head and it can fit your head. That's okay. Don't worry about it. So show them what you do with that.
So you take the 2 ends, stretch it out.
Excellent. So she's got her t-shirt. She's stretching it. And I'm going to do the same thing with my piece that I cut from that pink, or should we say, salmon-colored t-shirt. And now we're also going to take our thumb, right, Danny? I just called you your sister's name again. Frankie, we're going to take our thumb, and then we're going to fold our finger over top of it, right? And then we're just going to pull like this. And that makes it turn into kind of like a tube-like shape. There we go. Cool. Now, you like to braid, don't you, Frankie? Yeah, cool. So we're going to be doing some serious braiding right now. All right. Now, see this piece where it was sewn together? We're actually going to snip that off. So would you snip that end for me on both sides so we get rid of that little seam because we don't need it. Excellent.
Oh,
that's okay.
Stuck on the...
And then you should have one too. Or no, you know what? Yours is at the bottom of the t-shirt, so you're fine.
Yeah.
But will you snip yours in one place so you have a nice long string? Now, of course, we're not going to need all of this, but as we go along, we can size it. Great. And we've got our beautiful ribbon here. Great. Okay.
That's better.
So we're going to put our ends together like this because we are going to braid. So you want to add your end right there. And what I like to do, Frankie, is I like to actually put rubber bands at the end. Now, my sister, Frida, who is an awesome crafter, she likes to tie a knot. But I'm not a knot tier. I never have been a knot tier. And so what we're going to do is pick your beautiful headband that you like.
Oh, right here.
Okay. So we're going to take your beautiful hair tie that you like so much, and we're going to put that rubber band is on there, right? And we're going to take this, we're going to fold it over, and open this up, and pull these through here. So can you push those through? That's a girl. Pull them through. Excellent. Great. So see how they're now attached like that?
That's cool.
Yeah, I like to do it that way just because for me, I just don't like the knot at the end, but you can see here, you can do it with a knot if you want to.
Okay.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to start braiding. And you see these little extra pieces? Don't get worried about those because we're just going to cut those off once we get it all braided. So let's make sure you have the long pieces, and you can start braiding, miss. Oh, you are good. Now, the nice thing about a headband is it's not that long. So we'll kind of size it as we go along to see, you know, what size works best.
Okay.
Okay, sounds good. So now, tell me all the different sports you play, because I know you play baseball, right? Softball?
Softball. I do gymnastics. I play soccer.
So would a headband like this help to keep your hair back?
Probably, yeah.
Because you know what else you can turn these into, believe it or not, is you can turn them into hair scrunchies. You just tie the ends together and you can make it into a hair scrunchie.
Oh.
Oh. So keep on going there. You're doing great. Now the thing about this hair tie is that it actually does stretch a good bit. So when we measure it for Frankie's head, we're going to make sure that we are not making it too big. So Frankie, let's give it a little quick measure here and just see. Oh, we've got plenty to keep going, so you keep going. It's always better to make it bigger anyway, because you can always cut back.
Yeah. And you can wear it longer.
That is true. You could always wear it longer if you wanted to, or you could leave some of them dangling down the back if you want to.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. Okay, so you said soccer, gymnastics, and
Softball, yeah.
softball. Okay. And you are a catcher, is that correct?
Yes.
Yes. That's your favorite position?
Mm-hmm.
You don't get nervous when that ball comes whizzing at you?
No.
And you don't get nervous when people like bat in front of you and they toss their bats and they're out of control and that kind of a thing?
No, because they're not supposed to toss their bats. Otherwise, they'll get in trouble.
Aha. So they teach you that early on not to toss your bat?
Yes.
That's excellent. Yeah, we want to keep you safe. Do you have to wear the whole catcher's gear?
Yeah, you wear the thing on your chest and then the shin guards. You wear the mask.
You wear a face mask?
You have to wear the mask.
So this is some you can't play without that, right?
You can't. If you, some people say, oh, I'll just wear my helmet. Well, you have to wear the mask because it protects your neck too.
Oh, okay. So it's protecting a lot more than just your face, huh?
Yeah.
Shall we test?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Oh, that looks pretty good. Okay, you did an excellent job there. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to slide.
Another rubber band.
Yeah, let's get rid of, we don't need all of this. So what do you say we cut this right about there? That's a girl. And cutting through 3 layers there, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these 2 rubber bands again. I like to double up my rubber bands. And what did you say these remind you of what?
Rainbow balloon bands.
Exactly. So you could, if you're tired of your rainbow balloon, this is a place where you could use up those rubber bands. Okay, so we're going to take this and we're just going to wrap it around a couple times. And I'm going to leave my fingers in here because we're going to take this end. Can you put that over tie? Right, and now do you know what we're going to do?
Loop it around again.
Exactly, and through those. Excellent. Good job.
Oh, the pink didn't. Sparkly ribbon didn't.
Did it go through?
There we go. I think so.
Great. Did we get it all?
Yep.
Oh, yep, you did.
Yep.
Excellent.
Good.
Okay, now, just to make sure that they're going to stay in place, what we're going to do is we're going to take a tiny, tiny, itty-bitty bit of this ribbon. Which one do you like better? Do you like the ribbon or?
I like the ribbon.
You like the ribbon? Okay, so we're going to take a little bit of glue, just a tiny little bit, just an itty-bitty bit. And I'm going to add this part, and then I'm going to let you add the rest. And the only reason I'm doing this part is just so that it doesn't burn your fingers when you wrap. Okay, can you take this and wrap this around a couple times? Mm-hmm. Good job. Great, that's perfect. And now you know what I'm going to do? Add one more little drop of
hot glue.
You got it. Right there. Now if you take it from that end and fold it over, that's a girl. So now we're going to let this one go for a second while it dries. Do you want to cut that a little bit? Good. And we'll come back and trim those other pieces. And excellent. Okay, and you wrap it around this. I like your blue nail polish.
Oh, thank you.
I can also tell that you're a person who works out a lot because your nail polish is starting to come off in places, isn't it?
Yeah.
Time for another manicure, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we'll have to tell Aunt Annette she has to take you to the nail salon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, are we ready?
Mm-hmm.
Either that or you just have to come to the warehouse and we'll give you one at the warehouse. How's that sound?
Sounds good.
Okay, you want to put that snip right there with the scissors?
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. Okay, let's cut off these little extras, and then we're going to test it and see how it looks. Good job. So the only reason that we're doing this is just to kind of Make sure that it stays nice and secure. And make sure that it's nice and clean. And like I said, my sister loves to tie it off in a little knot, and that's a great way to go too. That's a girl. And one more. Okay. Oh, and we got a little hanger on. Okay. You ready to try it on?
Mm-hmm. Here, I'll take this one off.
Take that one off. Whoop. Okay, ready? How's that fit?
Feels good. Put the hair tie to the back.
There you go. Hair tie to the back, exactly. She's much more of a fashionista than I am. So I'm going to let her put that on. Nicely done, miss. You think Danny will like that? Mm-hmm. Uh-oh. I see a fight happening. I better give you this one to take home, too. Then you can have this one, she can have that one.
Uh-huh.
There you go. For more great things that you can make out of T-shirts,
T-shirts,
and other things like that, come and check us out at Sophie-World.com.
.com.
Very good.